Thanks for joining us for FloCon 2022. If you were with us last year, you'll remember that we used Discord for our networking and breakout sessions, sponsor rooms, and ancillary training materials. We'll be doing that again this year. If you're new to us, welcome to Discord. This video will serve as a brief walkthrough and introduction to the resources that we've made available for you to use throughout the conference. In your welcome email, there was a link for you to click to join the Discord server. If you already have the desktop or mobile application and follow the link, you'll be added to the server directly. If you've not used Discord before, you can paste that link into your browser bar and follow it, and it'll bring you into the server. If you have, you can open your Discord application, select Add a Server from the left bar, click the Join a Server button in the bottom of the pop-up window, and paste that invite link right into this field. Once you join the server, you'll see an indication at the top and the bottom of your screen that you need to accept the terms of the conference's code of conduct before you can fully participate in the server. If we were in person, this would have been part of your registration packet, as well as displayed on the main screen throughout the beginning of the conference. If you click Complete up at the top or down at the bottom, the conference code of conduct will be displayed, and we'll ask you to scroll to the bottom and select the box to confirm that you have read and agree to abide by the rules of participation in the conference. Once you hit Submit, you'll be joined into the server. Within this Discord server, there are a collection of channels, both text and voice, that you can use to interact with the presenters, sponsors, and other participants. You can navigate through these channels in the bar on the left side of the screen. The channels with a number sign icon are the text channels. Presenters may use these channels to share materials that provide a little bit more in-depth answer to some of the questions that come up, or just ancillary materials that they believe participants may find useful. In the networking channels, you all may share things with each other that come up in conversation. And in the sponsor channels, you'll see some interesting and useful materials that you can use to reference to check out their products. In the voice channels, which will likely be often used, perhaps even mostly, in the networking and breakout sessions, especially after each couple of talks, you'll have an opportunity to chat with each other. You can share your screen, turn on your video, and actually see your colleagues and friends face to face, and have a little bit more personable interaction than just sitting behind your keyboard. To navigate between different text channels, you'll simply click on the icon for that channel and be moved into the text channel. So you can see here in the Napatech sponsor channel, there's some useful resources that they've posted to check out some of their products and offerings. You can ask questions here, share your observations and comments, and we've paired with each text channel a voice channel. When I click on such a channel, you'll see this little alert pop up in the bottom of the channel bar to indicate that I've joined a voice channel. Now, since there's no one else in here, when I click this little link, I'll go into the channel, but it'll just be my non-playing video filling up the entire screen. When there's more folks around, you'll get to see who's there and see their shared screens if they share them in videos and so forth. To stop being in a voice channel, you'll want to click the disconnect button, big red hanging up a phone sign. And that'll return you to the last text channel you were in. If you need support throughout the conference, there are a couple of resources that we've put together to make this as seamless as possible for you. At the very top of a list of channels, along with the FloCon lobby, we've got a connection help text channel. For example, if your voice isn't working, it won't be able to hear you if you try to ask questions in voice, so you can send a message here in the connection help channel. If you want to chat with folks and you just want a room to test and make sure that your volume's okay, that your microphone's working, if you intend to share your screen or video, that's going okay, come on into the settings chat channel. I'll try to be in there as soon as I can once I see that someone's joined, so that I can work on answering any questions you've got and walk you through anything that I may have missed in this video, or perhaps help with a little bit more in-depth instruction. If you don't see me or somebody else coming in right away to help you, check on the right side of your screen in the list of online participants for somebody whose name is prepended with CERT. We should also all have red usernames. You can simply select such a user, click the message button, and you'll be brought into a one-on-one direct message with that person. I'll certainly get a much more direct alert when you do that. It's a little bit harder for me to miss than seeing you join the channel. I'm happy to help, unless I'm, of course, on camera talking to one of the presenters who's talking at the conference. But do please feel free to get in touch if you've got any questions or you're having any difficulty using Discord throughout the conference. One of my favorite features of FloCon is how personable and interactive and friendly it is, and I really want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to replicate that experience throughout the online offering. A little bit later on in the week, we'll have our poster session. You'll hear a brief introduction from each of the poster presenters on the main channel, but then they'll all be available for you to visit and chat with and ask questions and get a little bit more in-depth conversation about the poster that they've put together. So on the left side of your screen here is a list of all of the poster presenters. In these channels, they'll post a copy of their poster, and you can add any questions you have and get to chat with them, know a little bit more about the work that they're sharing with us throughout the conference. Finally, and I'll cede that this may be the least directly useful part of this video, I want to give you a brief introduction to the user settings. Directly next to the Settings button, there should be a button to deafen yourself if you want to stay in a channel but perhaps just not have everyone's audio coming through just at the moment, and a mute so that you can mute your microphone from within Discord. There are a fair variety of settings that you may have to put in place outside of Discord to get audio and video coming through, so I won't try to cover all of those eventualities. I will note, however, one observation that we made last year was that folks connecting from a corporate VPN may have difficulty getting the voice and video over IP protocols to be permitted through, so you may have to connect off the VPN to get the full functionality of Discord. That said, if that's not the challenge, there are a few user settings that I'd like to bring to your attention so that you can get the optimal experience. Principally, these live down in the application settings under voice and video. Once you select voice and video, you'll see that you can select what input device you'd be using for your audio, what output device to use for hearing others speak, and set the volumes for each. There's a function here to test your microphone just from within the application to see that it's picking it up and you're receiving sound through the desired channel. And you can set your input mode between voice activity and push to talk. Standard warning, if you use voice activity, know that anytime you're in a text channel, your microphone may be picking up anything else that's playing on your screen or perhaps any background noise. If you do select push to talk, you'll want to make sure that you navigate down to the keybinds options and select, scrolling down and back up. If you'd prefer to not have your microphone be hot every time you're in a channel, you can set your input mode to push to talk and then select a shortcut so that your voice will only be carried into the voice channel when you're holding that button. If you have an oversensitive microphone or a lot of background noise, this may be a good setting to try out, because if you're accidentally taking over a whole channel, I might just have to come in and hard mute you, and we'd rather keep you engaged and chatting with the other participants. If you again have any questions, message me or any of the other CERT participants directly, or over here at the top of the channels list, come into the connection help, or join the settings check channels so that we can make sure that you have the best interactions with other participants, sponsors, speakers, and poster presenters throughout the conference. You can also email us at flocontact@cert.org throughout the conference, and we'll work to get back to you with answers to your questions. I'm really looking forward to this year's conference. I'm looking forward to the great interaction with new and returning participants, and just getting to see some folks, at least virtually, that I've not seen since the last FloCon. So again, I'm glad you're here. I hope that you'll try to make maximum use of the Discord channel for networking and interaction. And if you've got any questions, please reach out to get some help. I'm happy to get you squared away and do whatever I can to make this the most seamless possible joining that you can have.